No,
We
no.
love you, Sven. Oh, yes, we do.
Is he paying you for
Oh,
this?
yes, you, Sven. No, I love Sven Gulli. Sven Gulli is one of the great horror hosts of our
I
generation.
know, but he should be paying you for this.
No, he
Because of
should.
our vast audience.
All 66 subscribers on this week's episode of EGE at the Movies. Please subscribe. We really need the hits. Also, I love you, Sven. Mwah! Coming up next on EGE. Woo! EGE. All right, so we're back. So this is the last Friday of February 2017. I'm joined by LG. He's an actor, screenwriter, and a producer. He's a big part of our last film, and he's going to be a big part of the upcoming series. I think we're leaning towards series. And, of course, as always, Snake Plissken, you don't want to fuck with Snake. That's all I'm saying. You don't want to fuck with him. Okay, so we're going to start with Oscars. Sorry, I'm cackling, but...
Gosh, can we?
All right, so...
Can we start with Oscars?
All right, so I already said yesterday on Friday's episode, I think they're going to be crap, and I think the movies were crap. And then, go on, tell them what you think.
Well, what of the actual Oscar films have you seen? So I've seen one. I've seen one.
What are they?
You saw
I don't even know.
Hacksaw Ridge.
I saw
yeah, we did.
Hacksaw Ridge,
Saw Hacksaw
and
Ridge.
it was not good.
What's turn?
It was not good.
All right, so Oscars. All right, so, and I guess the
I hope
point...
it'll be as good as the Golden Globes. That's all I can say.
Who could be as good as Golden Globes? Okay. All right, so the question I then ask, movies are suck. So if movies continue to suck, and if things like YouTube and Netflix and HBO continue to gain market dominance, do films, old school motion pictures at a movie theater, will they matter in 10 years?
Yes, but less. No
Yeah,
matter a
it's
whole
a
lot
continuum.
less.
So they just keep slipping.
Yeah.
Every now and again, there's a giant spike, like an Avengers movie or something like that.
They'll keep making money. They'll absolutely keep making money.
Will the franchises be going in 10 years?
I mean, of course they will. They'll just
No,
reboot
the
it.
franchise
Spider-Man's
will
already
keep
on what, the
going,
fourth
absolutely.
Spider-Man or third?
This
Yeah,
is
third
Third
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. That's
third
crazy.
reboot.
Yeah.
Of the same, like he's a kid in high school. There's Ant-Man,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
I mean,
Well, the weird thing is about Spider-Man is that he actually was not a nerd in high school for that long, actually, in the comics. It was like maybe
wasn't though
18
in the
months.
original comic books where he was a smart kid, but he didn't invent the web. Like
No, he did. He
No, he
but
did.
but it augmented his own natural superpowers, didn't it?
Well,
Or do I got that 100%
it
wrong?
It did eventually, but it wasn't until like I think the late.
All right, in the
90s.
original comics, does he invent the?
Yes.
The web shooters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
he
Oh, so
builds
he
it.
is a super genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes more sense if he were a mutant. I mean, I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
he's wicked smart.
He's just super smart.
he's-
Is
so
the
wicked
first one
smart.
the only one where they did the mutant thing, or did they? I don't know.
Are you talking about
I
the
think
cartoon?
so.
About
or-
his
No,
shooters.
no, about the
movies.
McGuire version.
In the new
of
Spider-Man,
movies
doesn't
where
he have
he's
a
like,
device?
oh, I've got a weird.
Does he?
little-
I think.
Yeah,
no?
he does now have a device.
I
yeah.
couldn't bear.
Okay.
I couldn't bring
I
myself to
don't
watch
know.
him.
I don't. It's,
I mean,
it's a bizarre.
It's not trying to
topic, who
recast
cares?
Gandalf while Ian McKellen is still alive. It's just dumb as fuck. And in my opinion, it's the same thing as trying to recast Batman without Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton could have been in every single Batman movie they've made since they fired him, and it'd probably be a better film. 'Cause everyone loves the second Dark Knight movie. Of course they do, because of Heath Ledger. But does anyone love it because of what's his nuts, American
He's
Psycho?
the aged Dark
I
I
think
think
Knight.
actually it's like
Now he's a
What-
good actor
what had
and he's
happened
okay in that role, but is he
if-
better than Michael Keaton?
after Henry Cavill. Is it Cavill? Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill is
Henry
a great
Cavill.
Superman.
If he came down, ground explodes, and there's Batman, and the cowl comes off, and it's like, holy shit,
It's Michael Keaton, right? That's $1 billion film, right?
Come on.
Exactly. Instead they cast Ben Affleck. We're getting way wrong. So the Academy Awards obviously mean almost nothing to us. Now, did you
No.
watch them when you were a kid or not? Do you watch
No.
them now?
No.
Oh, really? So I would have thought that you were someone that would have watched them.
It's just a 3-hour jerk-off session. It's really all it is.
Who doesn't like that? Stupid much. Dumbass. Blade Runner has stood the test of time, and very quickly it became
Has
apparent,
it,
like,
though?
Blade Runner?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only a 5-star movie. You don't think Blade Runner's not a 5-star movie? Lincoln. All right, go ahead. All right. From the vault, number 1, Blade Runner. Okay, so tell us why Blade Runner sucks, Lincoln.
Well, I'm not going to. I
Go,
think
no,
Blade
tell
Runner's great.
us.
I just
Great.
think
I
it's,
said
it's
it's
not
not-
I think it's
great.
aged.
It's not
aged,
5 stars.
No.
Poorly.
Blasphemer. Well, tell us why. Well, how many stars would you give Blade Runner, the motion picture directed by Ridley Scott? Well, how many, Lincoln? Zoom in on him.
I'm sorry, did I just stare you down, sir? Perhaps your faith in Blade Runner has been misplaced.
Okay, well, tell me why.
It's fun. It's
Tell the
fun.
camera. Don't
It's
tell
great.
me. The camera's
No,
more
I'm going to
important.
tell you.
No, the camera's more important than I am. I'm shit. The camera is everything. Yes, the well is everything.
It's a good movie. It's fun.
Good
Nothing
movie?
wrong with this. Good movie. Is it a great movie? No, it's not.
Yes,
a great
it is.
movie.
Well, why?
It's not a great movie.
How would you say these words?
You gotta base a movie on when you see it on fucking TV or watch it.
Well, it's
whenever
become
on
a
TV.
series of worn out tropes and
Yes.
cliches now. But that's only because
That's a great
it was
movie.
the original on some level. I mean, it was
Is that why? Wait, is
wasn't
that why
a
you
complete
don't?
original,
Is
but
that why you don't like it?
I think it brought it to a new level. I think.
Because it became cliche or whatever.
No, it's fine, but and
It's fine.
you know, production design.
we keep going down. It's great. It's so great.
No,
it's fine.
the production design
Just
is
speak
fantastic.
your heart.
It's
Oh, the
fan-
production design is.
No,
It
it's
is
a beautifully
right.
shot movie,
And
and it looks fantastic.
yes,
But
go on.
frankly, watching it again and again and again, as I have, as many men of my age have done,
I've seen it 50 times.
I
Without
kind
exaggeration.
of barely give a fuck about Deckard. And I give less than 0 fucks about anybody else in that movie.
Why is that? Not because the performances or the script?
Well, I can't give you exactly a reason why, but if I had to...
Because I love Harrison Ford as Deckard in Blade Runner. That's part of why that's a 5-star. It's
I
like
think
he's
maybe
Peter
what it
O'Toole
is
in
the fact that,
Blade Runner.
like,
almost.
when I came up, I was, like, flooded with different versions.
Yeah, no, of course, the different versions came out almost immediately. As soon as they started being released to
Yeah, that's a
VHS tapes, it was like the unicorn sequence.
Yeah,
and then there
and-
was the sequence, the movie
Well, the
where
main thing
Deckard's a replicant, and, you know, there's
that's
no
what it was.
voiceover.
I think for me was that when
That's just
I
money.
was
That's,
coming up,
they're just trying to make the money
it's
back.
like every time I turned around, okay, now this version, now that version, and then I just, like, any care I had.
So you
from the
just don't
movie.
love that movie.
No, because every time I turn around, there's another version.
You've been beaten to death by it.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, now there's
You feel abused
more
by the
voiceover.
movie.
Now there's no voiceover. Now there's even more. Now there's the unicorn scene. It's like, I just can't.
Oh, I love that movie. I think the music's
You
fantastic.
feel
The
sexually
special
assaulted
effects.
by Ridley Scott. You feel like-
Well, who hasn't?
feel like
Well,
he
I
raped you.
don't, but I
You've
wouldn't
been
mind.
Ridley raped. That's what's
No,
happening.
Ridley, we're not saying that we
No,
would
I-
have sex with you for money for a movie, but
I probably would. I
probably
think I probably
means
would.
some D on A action. You know what I mean? A stands for anus.
Some D to D or some 8A. I did.
Whatever you
To
need.
DVD.
D to M, A to M to D to A to whatever you want, really. We love you, except Prometheus was terrible. Okay, so that's
Was
a bad from
Prometheus terrible?
that was a bad from the vault. Why don't you ask me a question about a bad from a movie you should avoid?
Well, no, a movie we should actually watch.
Yeah, but we just got the movie we should avoid from you. No, I'm still in the show. Dan.
Can we not talk about you?
Yeah, but that's for the movie we want to watch. We're still on the movie to avoid part. You're not the only one on the show. You need to ask him or me. So selfish. All right, so let's talk about one that you like then. Okay, get right to it. Go on.
You told me to wait. I'll wait for the next show.
No, you won't. U-517. pretty good movie, isn't it?
He still made a wait. Yeah, it was a really good movie.
So now maybe you're saying, of course, that's a good movie. But it had been a long time since either one of us saw it.
Very long.
And both of us agreed that
What movie is this?
U-571.
U-752-8675309.
there's not a 2. There's no 9 or
86753. No,
Directed
U-571.
by Bob. He directed Terminator 3. Same guy.
Mostow?
Jonathan Mostow. Sorry, thank you. So Jonathan Mostow came up with the story. I think he's a co-screenwriter. There's a lot of firepower in U-571.
There really is.
I saw it in the movie theater. You saw it in the movie theater.
did.
The Snake. Did you see? Have you ever seen the movie? It's a
I
sub
don't
movie. It's a
even
World
know.
War II sub movie.
Well, I know what it is. I don't
With
know.
the
if I've ever seen it.
McConaughey's
If I ever saw it, I don't remember.
Well,
I know John Bon Jovi's in it.
I thought it was like I know that's what
It was his
That's all I know.
breakout role.
Bon Jovi's in it for like that. I thought he was in it for the
Box
whole
back and
movie
roll,
based
yeah,
on
no.
my
Well,
memory.
Well, how many John Bon Jovi movies are there?
Hopefully not very many.
Just the one, I think.
Sorry,
No,
John.
there's like
I think it was
3.
actually. Yeah,
Oh
you're
wait,
right.
he's in
Just said for
Vampires
sure
2,
three.
La Muertos or some shit.
What the?
He is in John Carpenter's Vampires 2.
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah,
the
yeah,
star of that film. It wasn't directed by John Carpenter.
I don't think I
She
ever
was in
actually
a
saw
movie
that.
called No Looking Back too.
You guys are sick for your John Bond. Is what
No,
I'm
it's
saying.
just for sure. Right.
Love John
No
Bon.
looking back, back,
The
back.
chick from Dumb and Dumber. she
Never
was in
looking
that. She was
back.
in that, which we haven't seen.
Oh,
her
there's a
yet.
sign.
All right, so U-571 I saw
Yes.
too. It's been a while. I thought it was like a 3-star movie. Maybe when I saw it, in retrospect, it's a pretty good movie. It's like a 4-star film for sure. The effects are great. McConaughey's great. Paxton is great. Harvey Keitel is great.
great.
I mean, they're just great. I mean, very good performances. Amazing lighting. Great movie. So I agree with you 100%
No,
from the
absolutely.
vault.
And the effects, like
The effects
really,
are the best.
underwater effects are
The-
so good.
Yep, they're the best submarine effects ever shot.
They get all the right like bending of the submarines hit by depth charges. Like you never
All right,
see
well,
that.
I
in
got
a
a reverse
submarine
from the
flick.
vault for you then. That U-571 is loosely based on Ice Station Zebra, which is a Rock Hudson Cold War film where a submarine goes to the South Pole to recover a satellite that has crashed with photographs of...
It's gotta be North Pole.
no, I'm pretty sure it's the South Pole. Well, maybe it's the North Pole.
They're under the ice. There's no Antarctica.
Damn it, Snake. This is...
Anyway, it's in the Arctic.
So
Sure, he's right. He's
it's
always
cold.
right. Blasted my mind anytime.
I know.
Anyway, Rock Hudson. Oh, Jim Brown is the commando in it, much like David Keith is the commando in U-571. Jim Brown is the commando in Ice Station Zebra. Ice Station Zebra is a great sub movie with Rock Hudson. And who's the guy who plays the prisoner in Longshanks? 2 different roles, but you know, the prisoner in the prisoner show.
Yeah.
The guy who plays Longshanks.
McGowan?
Magoo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Patrick McGowan.
Patrick McGoogan. McGoogan.
McGoogan,
Hey,
yeah.
McGoogan.
McEwen.
No, it's McGoogan.
It's not Gauguin. It's not Gauguin.
Patrick
Patrick McGogan.
McGowan?
McGoogan.
Oh, Patrick Maguire.
The guy who's in The Prisoner and the guy who's in Braveheart is Longshanks
It all comes back to
is
the Da Vinci letters.
a spy in Ice Station Zebra, along with Jim Brown and Rock Hudson, and it's a really good sub movie. So if you want to see 2 good sub movies back to back,
U-571.
and Ice Station Zebra. So that's been From the Vault. Coming up, we're going to wrap it up
I
with
say hunt for red
the
October.
wild card segment. Something new
Yeah, even
here.
better.
So Childs and McCready are there at the end of the thing. Everyone else is dead and or an alien. Childs appears out of nowhere, having, lost all the humans except McCready fighting the alien at the end. And where were you, Childs? Then he's lost in the snow and all that.
Yeah.
McCready offers him a drink out of a bottle of
He gets some
J&B.
bullshit explanation. And then, yeah.
And then the theory is this, that the bottle of J&B is not
He
filled.
had at least 3 bottles of like J&B, that 3 J&B bottles that he had made into Molotov cocktails
Yes.
when he last encountered the alien and threw dynamite at.
So he feeds a bottle of this J&B to the alien, and the alien drinks it and doesn't know that it's gasoline. Then McCready goes, yeah. Or,
No, he laughs.
He gives some sort of obvious reaction.
He laughs, and then boom, boom, and then the music cues.
It's intimating that he's about to kill Childs because Childs is a thing.
Well, they're both about to be done anyway. It doesn't matter.
No, but it does matter because he still has to kill Childs. Because if Childs wins, then the thing wins, right? So it does matter.
Yeah, but there'll still be some of them left. I mean,
Well, why do you think that?
allegedly. Well, I mean, there's a chance there's going to be some pieces of thing left, so it doesn't. If it freezes.
But like big enough to actually matter.
Yeah.
Childs as the alien is, and I don't know. I always want to see it as just no. There was 2 survivors, and
That was it.
yeah, I mean, just
So
it
he
was
takes
like
them
they were
out and then
superhero
they're
movie.
dead.
Yeah, I never ever thought
He
of
saves the
Childs as
world.
being an alien. I think it's a cool theory, but it's in my own personal belief system. Childs is a human,
Really? Despite everything.
despite everything.
Just like Deckard.
Deckard's a human too. Yeah, because if Deckard's not a human in Blade Runner, then it's a movie about toasters. Like what toaster likes what refrigerator? Who gives a fuck? I mean, there's nothing human about that movie at all, other than Edward James Olmos, who of course would later on
Yeah, but that's
kill robots by the
But
millions.
that's so Dickian, though. That's what is consciousness.
Yeah, but have
what
you
is
ever
reality?
read? Oh, have you ever seen the film The Natural with Robert Redford?
Yeah, at some point, but
And what happens at the end of The Natural? The Natty hits a grand slam, gets him into the playoffs, right? It's one of the great, amazing parts of movie history. The music is triumphant. The lights are blowing up. Redford's still in the last stages of his beauty before he would just look like an old grandmother. Just running around the bases and ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba,
Yes.
ba-ba, ba-ba, right?
yeah.
Okay? That's not how the book ends. The Natural ends where he strikes out or he dies or something fucking horrible happens to him. Guess what? The Hollywood version is better. Like, if novels and books are supposed to be better than reality, movies are supposed to be better than novels. And so
Well, it's a different animal.
right. I mean, and Harrison Ford was right to protest the idea that he was a replicant. Like, no, really, I'm not going to be a goddamn replicant. Because it's just, no, that's not what I'm playing. I'm playing a human. Otherwise, all of my suffering and everything else, who gives a fuck? Because I'm a robot. I'm a skin job. And
Well, it's okay to leave it with a little bit of a question, but
maybe, but now with the outright no, he was absolutely a
no,
replicant.
the outright that's something else.
Is what? That beyond his love for... See, that's the other aspect. Part of that movie is a human being... Is he less than a human being because he falls in love with a replicant? That is what the moral issue is in
that
that
is?
film.
That-
Yes,
really?
that's a very important issue, especially as sex bots and brothels containing only fuck dolls and shit become more prevalent, and they will. That is the morality play of Blade Runner. That's how far out that movie is. If you just make him a robot. Okay, great. You made him a robot because that's the big Shyamalan twist. Who gives a fuck about that? But if he's a human being who actually manages to defeat all these cybernetic super creatures, then falls in love with them in the process, well, that's, to me, a much more interesting story
Sure.
than just, no, he's a robot. Oh, okay. Like Logan's Run, The Sandman, boring. It's just, come on, man. It's a more interesting tale about humanity if Deckard's a human, and he's part of what makes him human is that he's crazy enough to fall in love with a toaster or a skin job or whatever you want to call him, a hot bot.
Yeah, but does it matter whether or not he's human as long as he thought he was human the whole time?
Yes, it does matter. Of course it matters.
You think it does?
Because a robot can be programmed to think it's a flower. It doesn't make him a flower. That's why
Yeah,
gender politics are so silly. You can say you're a woman if you're someone who looks like me, but you can also say that, I'm 17. Well, no, you're not 17. You're not a woman. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
It's
I
too
mean,
vague,
at least,
not
and
possible.
cinematically, at least, it doesn't work. So I think it works. The original film, as it is, And I know, I understand what Lincoln was saying, that there's so many versions of it, it tries to throw in the doubt. But if you just look at that film in its original version, where Deckard is clearly a human being, and I don't know, I just think it's...
Well, they use a replicant is a possibility, but it's not a definitive statement.
Right, that's a nice fan twist. That's like
Yeah,
something that you can throw
that's
on
nice.
there.
That's nice. That adds depth. But
Well, that's like saying that...
saying he's a replicant, so it does remove something.
All right, so that's From the Vault.
The film is dead.
Episode, yeah. Like 90-minute film. It's in jeopardy right now. That's one of the... All right, so let's close it out with that brings it back to the Oscars.
Who's got 90 minutes?
Yeah.
Honestly.
You better be
I
tip-top in
got
90
tweets
minutes.
to make. I got
Poops.
book faces to...
Look face, yeah.
To book face.
to
You
book
got a book
face.
face.
You got a
Book face.
You got a tweet face and Dick Knob and Jim Jam and...
There's a lot of Twitter
Double
faces.
bubble.
You gotta
Twitter
be Twitter
faces.
faced.
I still don't know what Twitter is.
Yeah. no,
Honestly, it boggles my
I
mind.
got an Insta post and I got a gramophone and a...
You got a snap, crackle, and pop, motherfucker.
If you got a gramophone, you should probably take that outside gramophone.
See, I keep
gramophone is a new app. It's bad. It's
I keep
badass.
waiting by my telegraph, and nothing happens. I was like, that's like totally dead now. But so the Oscars,
It's better to die.
the Oscars really are a product.
Who is Oscar now?
We're wrapping up the show. We started off with
I
Oscars.
don't understand. Who is Oscar?
It's a nickname for the Academy Awards mascot. They named him Oscar after Oscar
yeah,
Goldfeld.
The Edward
I'm
Bernays.
just guessing.
That's not at all true.
I'm pretty sure that's true. So, if the
Alternative
movies
facts.
suck, Academy Awards can't help us suck, can they?
No.
See? Now there you go. That's the wrap up.
Terrible movies.
Terrible.
Terrible.
See you,
Terrible.
571 and Ice Station Zebra,
Yeah,
which we're getting ready to watch.
U-571. Watch it.
Snake,
Zebra.
Lincoln.
U-571. Gotta watch U-571. It's so much better.
Mom,
than
we
Rubber.
love you. Okay, join us this Friday when I will have a post-Oscar recap and other stupid stuff. You know, you watch it for this mug. A beautiful baby. Come on, look at me. Look at me. I'm right here. Look at me.
Face
Do
right
it. Do it now. I'm right here.